Our clients tend to get hold of us very, very quickly and very early in transaction life cycles because they need advice immediately around size, scope and scale of the requirements in terms of the communications piece to support the transaction itself. From FTI's perspective, we help advise clients in creating a timetable for effecting an effective transaction. That goes from the start of the transaction where we're briefed all the way through to the planning stage, announcement, and out the other side into the integration of two companies together where actually most of the value of the transaction is created. So a really important aspect of communicating any transaction is about making sure that stakeholders are consulted throughout the process, from announcement all the way through to completion. Often shareholders will take their own view of the value proposition that's assumed within a transaction, but it's the non-financial stakeholders who are equally important and who may be gatekeepers to that transaction being completed. Most particularly, we find that government and regulatory stakeholders are incredibly important, particularly where you have national security interests or national industrial interests that interplay with that transaction. I think from employees' perspective, it's very much about what it means for them. The most common question, and the one that we always plan for in the most detail, is what's in it for me? What does it mean for me? And getting that right on day one is absolutely vital so that you don't have a stream of concerns and uncertainty that then infects the transaction for what can be anything up to a year. From a government perspective, they're very much looking to understand what it means from a national perspective. And from a regulator's perspective, it can be about competition. What does it mean for consumers? How might prices go up or down? How could supply chains be affected? We can bring all our expertise to bear in order to ensure that those audiences are well informed, are comfortable with the transaction, and are ready to approve it. I believe that we've created something utterly unique at FTI, which is a communications capability that meets the needs of ambitious companies. We don't define ourselves and our advice as being focused on just large companies. We are very much in the business of advising ambitious businesses regardless of their size. So what we've created is an international network that we can make as large as we need to for the very largest companies, but we can be hyper-local at the same time. We're not just there for the transaction, we're there in the aftermath to make sure as much value as possible is extracted from that transaction through effective communication in its aftermath.